Hi, this is Rick. I'm here in my studio, and you're visiting my YouTube channel, Rick Surowicz Watercolor. Once again this year, I decided to put together a series of holiday card videos that you can share with your friends and family. I post all the content on the project page of my website. If you go there, you'll find the links for the videos, links for the templates that I use for the cards, and reference photos of the cards themselves. And they're all 5 by 7 inches, and you can put those on a blank greeting card stock or just on regular watercolor paper, whatever you choose. But I hope you enjoy watching this series and enjoy painting them and sharing with your friends and family. Hi, this is Rick in the studio again, and we're ready to begin this Christmas card. Here's the template for it. It's 5 by 7 inches and a little snow scene with some snowflakes falling, a couple Christmas trees there. And I've already transferred that to my watercolor paper. It's 5 by 7 inches, the template is, and you'll find that again on the project page of my website. So on this particular painting, this painting I'm going to do, there's a couple areas I'm going to mask, and I'm going to use a fine line masking fluid tip here to protect the shapes for the bulbs on the tree. I want those to be nice and bright, so I want the white of the paper there. I could paint around those also, it's not a big deal. But I have these snowflakes and I've drawn them light, fairly light. I've erased some of the graphite because in the end I want the white of the paper to show through. So I'm going to take this fine line masking tip bottle that I have. This is actually a glue bottle, quilling glue bottle. I use these, I fill them up. And one thing I'll say, if you're using a fine line masking pen, you know, one of the pre-packaged ones or something you fill yourself, when you stop, you want to make sure you cap it. You don't want to, even if it's just for a minute or two, anytime you're not using it, just cap it. And you don't want to squeeze these too hard. I really just put enough pressure to get the fluid to go to the tip. And then it's almost like writing with a rolling ball pen at that point. So just a light pressure and just write like I'm writing with a pen. And I'm just making these little kind of stylized snowflakes that I use on my cards. Just makes a texture. Will give me the texture of some, the snowflake crystal. Okay, so I'm going to cap my masking fluid bottle. And now I want this to be kind of a snowy day. So I'm going to take a toothbrush, dip it in a jar of masking fluid. You could squeeze it from a bottle, however you want to get it into the brush. I'm going to rub some of that off. And then I'm going to pull back the bristles and I'm going to splatter that around. And I'm also going to tap it on my hand. This will make a larger droplet. And right there I got too big a droplet. So when this is dry, I'll just lift that one off. It's not a big deal. But don't try and do it when it's wet. You'll make a mess of it. Just let it dry and it'll just easily peel off if you have something you don't like or if you get somewhere you don't want it. So now I'll let that air dry and we'll be ready to paint. My masking fluid is dry on this. So I'm going to begin by painting the trees on this. I'm going to use some sap green. There's a little sap green in this. And I'll take a little of my royal blue. Don't need that much, but we'll mix some of that in. Add a little alizarin crimson. Just take some of the rawness off the green. And we'll start with that. So I've got a number 6 round brush. Just keep it simple. You know, these are very kind of stylized, kind of graphic shapes for the Christmas trees, or for the Christmas cards. down. I want to keep that clean edge on that. Okay, so I'm gonna get a little darker mixture, add a little more alizarin to that. And I'm just going to touch the back edge of this while it's still wet here in a few spots. Create some variation in my value and temperature of the color. Tree there. So now we'll come over here. Have these little trees out here. Okay. So now I'm actually ready. I'm going to dry these and I'm going to put a big sky wash on here. So I've dried this. And I'm going to get rid of these colors. I don't really need these. Get rid of that. Now I'm going to start working upside down. Get that in there. And I'm going to take a wash brush. I'll take a little of this is royal blue, it's a dark blue. I'll take some alizarin crimson and get a violet going. So I have this royal blue and alizarin crimson, and it'll give me a range of blue, blue violet, and violet. Actually, I'll go a little farther and I'll make a red violet. So red violet, violet, blue, blue. And I can take these colors and I'm going to start here and I'm going to take some water and just soften that. A little more red, just a little more red in this. I'm actually going to go to my number 8 round brush with some water here. I don't want to flood it. I just want to keep those edges dry on the edge right there. Now I'm going to come in here with a little color. And I'll take some of the red, violet, the violet. And let's see. Try to make sure which where we're at. Now I'm going to come here, go this way, soften that a little. A touch of that blue. Let gravity work with this. I'm at an angle, I'm about a 20-degree angle. So let some of that, gravity pull that down a little bit. All right, that should be good there. Now we'll go a little darker in here. Add some water. Get a little red in there. More water. Okay, so I've been gradating the washes up here. Now I'll do the same here a little bit, but I'm going to go much darker along here. I actually want to mix a little more pigment into this. So changing my colors up a little bit as I go. Red, violet, blues, and violets. Trying to keep this interesting. All the while pretty dark values. Maybe very dark middle values. Get a little blue. Now I'm going to get my bigger brush. Okay, that's a pretty dark wash. I'll pick up the excess moisture around the edge. I just hit that with a tissue, so we'll hit that. Okay, now I'm going to dry this and we'll see what we have. I'll pick up a little of this excess that's caught here in this area with masking fluid and we'll see what we have. This is dry, so I'll rotate this back around. Okay, and I'm going to take a little of my green, a little of this red to it. I might just add just some touches of darker value. Shape it up a little bit better and make it a little more three-dimensional. Okay, we'll do a little bit of the same over here. Okay, I want to dry that, and then I'm going to take the masking fluid off. We're ready to take that masking fluid off. You want to make sure it's dry when you do this, or it's just going to smear the paint around. So, using my pickup eraser, you could use your hand. I'll use my hand to rub some of this off with fingers. And I start to get the snowflakes showing. And now I'm just going to take, this is quinacridone coral. I just need a bright red. Doesn't matter what it is. I'm going to paint in Christmas bulbs, just a couple of them on the tree. Might add a touch around the corner here. Maybe here, just to make you think there's a few more around. And I wasn't going to, but I think I'll add a few touches on some of the splatter here, just to make it look like some distant bulbs on the tree. And let's see. If there's anywhere I feel I need to touch up where the masking fluid is, now's when I'll do that. I'll clarify this shape a little bit. Blot it to soften the, so it doesn't look like it's just stuck on there. Okay. So there we have it. A little Christmas card. And so you want to fix something here that I see. All right, so you can make this, turn this into just a little holiday painting, or you can put it on a card. You can use the the watercolor greeting card stock that Strathmore makes, or any other company, and have a little bit of fun with it. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I wish you happy holidays.